Welcome, collective. I'm a little bit frustrated. I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm a bit frustrated in this energy of this message, and we're going to unpack why that is. There's some hidden energy. There's some hidden misunderstanding. There's some hidden objectives that's coming towards you, collective, and we are absolutely going to talk about it in this message. But first, I want to hit on this frustration that I'm feeling, and I feel like this might be something that's brewing underneath for a lot of you, and that's why this hidden energy is coming off the way that it is. It's powerful. It's thick. I don't like it necessarily. I don't, but I'm also not feeling like it's something we should pull away from. What I'm feeling right now with this frustrated energy is that we gotta confront it, collective. Oh, we tap in. In our breakthrough season, there's going to be a lot of moments where you truly have to confront, or you have to speak up, or you have to address situations that may be new to you, or the way that you are putting it forward or addressing it may be new to you. There's an aggressiveness here that you have to take on in order to deal with what's in front of you. And collective, I'm telling you, the more I'm unpacking this conversation, the more I'm feeling like a lot of you are uprooting or derooting or removing, just completely removing some nasty, hateful energy from your life. It's almost like this word that keeps coming up is horrified. It's like there is a feeling of being horrified by somebody or something close to you that you once thought was supposed to be supporting you or there for you, and has decided that they wanted to show their full-blown natural behind, and it has now become apparent that something has to be done about this relationship here. Tap in. Ooh, let me unpack and channel this message, collective, okay? Now, in you being horrified, I want you to understand that there's a lot that comes up for you when you have to confront some level of spiritual warfare. Okay, I want you to understand that as you open up your mouth, as you allow your breath to come out and tell people what is and what isn't, there may be a time where you may feel like things are getting ugly. Tap in. Oh my goodness, tap in, collective. And when you feel like you are at the peak of things are about to get ugly, collective, you got two choices. You can back up, okay, tap in, which I'm not opposed to, or you can go full throttle and allow the ugliness to completely show. Tap in. Now listen, that's a choice of yours, but collective, the way that I'm feeling about you right now and the way that this energy is coming at you, I feel like, collective, you might choose the option to go full throttle and deal with this hateful, disgusting, furious energy that is coming towards you, collective. And you know what? The more that I'm like unpacking this, the more I'm feeling like the reason why you might be feeling horrified with this situation, the reason why it's not feeling good to you, is because this is somebody who is a family member. This is somebody who is a close friend. This is somebody who you trusted. This is somebody who you believed. This is somebody who you cared for, who you thought you loved, who they claim to love you. But in all actuality, there was an underlying hatefulness, an underlying problem that they've always had for you, collective. And now that I am speaking about this more and more and the message is coming through, it is clear that what is about to be exposed, what is being hidden from you in this moment, is somebody's true feelings about who you are, or who you are becoming. Woo! Collective. Let's really talk about it. Let's really dive into how people are feeling about you going into this next level of your life. Because when I get the word hateful, when I'm thinking about how people are enraged, like there is an intense anger toward you. That is what you're feeling. That is like the underlying issue that you are feeling, collective. You are feeling people having intense anger, of a violent type of anger towards you, collective. And it is slowly being pruned. The more that you succeed, the more that you move forward, the more that you build a relationship with the Almighty. Tap in. I'm telling you, collective, I keep saying it. It keeps coming up and it's ringing true for each and every one of you. People do not like your relationship with God. They don't like that you are building, rebuilding, or going deeper into your relationship with God, collective. It's actually sending their inner demons into a crazy rage. Tap in. And I feel like the feedback that you're receiving from this person, and my goodness, the way that this is like, this spiritual warfare is about to come straight at you, collective. The way that I'm feeling that these people are going to finally show their horns, finally push their hooves into your face, is that you are going to draw one minor boundary. I'm talking about the boundary going to be so small, like, oh no, please don't do that. Please don't, I'm okay. Never mind. That's not what I want. No, it's going to be so small to you that the reaction is not going to warrant what you gave to them. Tap in. That is how it's going to explode. And let me tell you something, collective. This is not the time to back down, because see, people going to start, collective. I feel it on my shoulders, this heaviness for you, collective. Let's talk about what's being removed, what's being hidden from you, and what's coming to the surface. This person or these people, I feel collective. I feel like it's more than one. I feel like we might be getting a little bit of gang activity here, because the hate feels like it's multiplied. The fury feels like it's multiplied. This is irrational behavior for your next level, collective. Oh my goodness. Ooh-wee. Oh my goodness, collective. I am telling you right now how this is moving. It's about to get ugly. Yeah. I can't hide this from you, collective. I can't make believe. The way that you are moving, you're moving in love. You are moving in peace. You are moving forward. You are gaining clarity. You are gaining an understanding. And boy, when I tell you, when you have an understanding of where you are going, your purpose, what the meaning of your world is, what the meaning of life is, like you start to find that walk, you start to feel that, that ride. You start to understand, like, oh God, this breath that you gave me, this kiss of life that you gave me, I now know what to do with this energy that has been bestowed upon me, baby. When I tell you, the demon, boom, gonna pop out of the people that's closest to you. And it's finna get ugly. It's finna get ugly. And let me tell you something, collective. I don't want you to be scared, not one bit. I don't want you to be scared, not one bit, of any person or any group of people that believe that they can bully you into not elevating, collective. Tap in. And the reason why I keep feeling like it's more than one is because there's a gossip energy that's arriving right now. There's a gossip energy that is arriving right now for me. And I need to let you know, collective, that gossip group, however they are communicating, for some reason, Facebook is coming up, Instagram is coming up, WhatsApp is coming up. Oh my God, WhatsApp is really ringing deep. Like for me right now, collective, you're going to see the inner workings of that group. Tap in. Something is going to slip. I think you might be accidentally added to the group. Tap in. I think somebody might be talking to you while texting in the group and actually accidentally send you a text message of what was in that group or something. It's going to be a crossing of information. It's going to be a crossing of communication that's going to open up and tell you that this group of people have been plotting against you this whole time. Plotting and hating. Tap in. Is my chat just not working right now? Hold on, y'all. Okay. Hey, MVP, thank you. I wasn't sure if my chat was working. Okay, thank you for letting me know, baby. Okay, so let's really unpack what exactly is going on here. And the reason why I said horrified is because, collective, when you think for a long time, hi Travis, when you think for a long time that people are set up to be a part of your foundation and they truly are not, it hurts. It hurts. And what people are saying about you, making up lies about you, coming up with narratives that don't fit who you are. You've never presented to be this way, that they are talking about you in such a hateful manner. Like, collective, that's the reason why you're going to be horrified. Be horrified. Validate your experience. I'm going to validate your experience. You have a right to be horrified. You have a right to have this intense emotion, but also be thankful. Be thankful that this was exposed. Be thankful that you know what's going on around you, because this group of people that have been literally speaking negative hate over you, they are going to regret ever doing it. Tap in. They're going to look stupid. They are going to look stupid. I cannot believe, like, these people and this one particular person that keeps sticking out for me. And I feel like this is a family member. This is like a cousin. This is like a younger aunt or younger uncle. Tap in. I feel like this is somebody like that in your vicinity that is leading the charge. My goodness. Ugh. I can't stand this type of energy, man. What else is going on? What else? Come on, tap in and let's see. Yup. Boom. Boom. Devil with the 9 of Swords coming out. Yeah, this is going to be, let me tell you something, collective. I want you to anchor down with me in this. As you go through this journey of finding your path or staying true to your path, staying true to who you are, loving yourself, building your relationship with God, tapping in appropriately, praying, like staying in alignment, manifesting, like protecting yourself, healing. Oh my gosh, that's the big one, healing. Okay. When you are presenting this body of work, right? One of the things that you're going to recognize from this group of people, collective, is you're going to recognize that they're going to put the things that you are trying to get away from right in front of your face, collective. Tap in. They are going, so if you are, listen, I'm very realistic, collective, and I'm not going to, like, I'm not here to throw anything in front of your face, because I recognize everybody's journey looks different. But if you are an ex-smoker, an ex-drinker, if you are celibate, if you're trying to watch your diet, if you are trying to, let's say, grow out your hair, if you're trying to do anything like that, that is a journey and takes discipline, oh, these people are going to try to sneak some type of way for you to get off of your path. Tap in. Let me tell you something, collective. There has never been a time where a friend of mine, a sister, a brother, whoever, my husband has said, I want to do better with my life. Can you support me? And I've done everything to sabotage them. I don't care if the goal is to drink one more cup of water a day than you did yesterday. I'm going to be right there with a bottle of water, like, hey, take a sip of this. Okay, I mean, hey, you know, do you like your ice? Do you like it lukewarm? Do you like it hot? Do you like it with a little bit of tea inside of it? How do you like your water? I feel like these people, if you are trying to eat healthy, they're going to shove a whole basket of fries in front of your face talking about, oh, it's only one time. If you are trying to study for an exam and they're going to come knock at your door and totally uninvited and disrupt your whole study flow. Okay, I'm telling you, collective, These people are out to sabotage you because they are hateful and they are furious that you have decided to walk a path that does not include them. And collective, throughout this breakthrough season, I am telling you right now, collective, they are going to do everything they possibly can to disrupt your divine path. I'm looking at the devil and the nine of swords right now. These people are a thorn in your side, collective. These people are spiteful. Okay? There's almost like there is this revolt. Let me tell y'all something. There is a revolt against goodness. And let me tell you why. This revolt against goodness, this revolt against people who are looking for their path back to being in the Holy Spirit, people who are searching, at least searching, there is a energy that comes off, right? The collective understands this energy. We see this energy in other people, right? And we look at that as something beautiful. We look at that as something wholesome, as something loving. We cheer that journey on, even if we can't be a part of the solution, or even if we can't be a part of that person's community. It's not something we thumb our noses at. It's something that we love to see. These people, oh no, baby, they don't love to see it. They don't love to see it at all. They would rather be a thorn in your side more than anything. Collective, right now, I'm hearing new phone, who this? I'm feeling like you got to start blocking these hoes. I'm feeling like you need to start saying, I'm unavailable right now. Let's talk later. Okay. I'm feeling like collective right now, when I'm looking at this nine of swords with this devil, what's being hidden, how you're going to feel this, just came to me, collective, tap in. How you're going to feel this is as soon as this person arrives in your energy, it's going to feel like a sharp pain coming through your side, coming through your shoulder, coming through like your liver area or your kidney area. It's almost like as soon as this person comes to mind, as soon as you see this person, the smell's going to be bad, your stomach might get upset. There will be signs that this person, it has an ill spirit and is in an ill-spirited position to get you off track, collective. Tap in. Oh my gosh. That is actually pretty freaking wild. Where is this nine of swords leading to? What else is this nine of swords telling the collective right now with this nasty devil energy? I'm telling you, when I say hateful, this feeling that these people have towards you going to the next level, it is intense. That's why I said you're going to be able to feel it. You want to talk about what's being hidden from you. It's only hidden not because it wasn't there, collective, tap in. It was only hidden because your attention wasn't drawn to it. I need you, collective. I know you got your blinders on. I know you running for your goals, collective. I know you here with it. You in your books. You study it. I got you, collective. Okay. You are on the grind. You are on the goal. But do not let you being in your goals let you be blinded to the spiritual warfare that's trying to knock you off your track. Okay, you always need to be aware. So while you here with it, just for 1 second, take down your blinders and look over to the MFer that's really trying to get you off your game and trying to set you up for the okie doke collection. Listen, collective, okay? I'm telling you, it's some looping shit happening. Excuse my language. Hey, Paula, it's some looping. So if you don't know what looping is, Lupin is a show on Netflix of this dude that's like a master thief. Okay? So while you over here worrying about what your goal is and you stay in your course, baby, and I'm going to tell you, always stay your course. I need you to listen to that intuition inside of you. I need you to listen to that whisper inside of you so that the next person that show up, that the next person that got something to say, something that don't feel right to you, is immediately cut off. Immediately cut off. Woo-wee. looking at this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, what I just say, immediately cut off. Oh my gosh. It's so interesting that they don't even know that this what they are giving to you, because you are divinely protected, because you are divinely loved, collective, they don't even know that it's about to hit a reverse. Boom. Not only is it going to be blocked, again, I want you to be very, very understanding, collective. Let me bring it back just a little bit. Wow. It is evident that God is not going to let nothing ugly happen to you. It is also clear that this could be a disturbance for you. Okay. And when you are dedicated to a path that God has put you on, the devil going to try to do anything. Whoo! The devil going to try to do anything to grip you. The devil, and that includes engaging with the enemy. And I'm talking about long time engagement. Let me tell you something, baby. Let me tell you something. You can ignore the enemy. I believe that is an option, but I also believe that sometimes you got to engage and let that heifer know you are banished. You are rebuked. What I say, y'all, the revocation. You are everything that you think you putting in front of me, devil, is gone. Woo-wee. Collective. I said that there's going to be some aggressiveness happening here, that you're going to have to speak up. And it's crazy. It's not even crazy. It's beautiful that I've been talking about using your voice as of late. This is the opportunity to use your voice. So let me tell you, collective, right now. Woo, look at that. What's this? This is the Two of Pentacles, and what's hiding behind the Two of Pentacles? The King of Pentacles. Like I said, there's more than one. And there is somebody that you're close to that is almost like the ultimate master manipulator. I'm telling you, baby, this devil, this demon, this evil is waiting to knock at your front door. And this is the thing, collected. This is the thing. I said it's going to try to knock you off balance. This is the thing about the devil. The devil always think that we ain't prepared for him. They will always think that they can come in and knock something off track. Baby, the way the prayer game is right now is too strong. The way I'm going to spray this holy water on this heifer is too strong. The way the collective is moving right now is too strong. I told y'all when I came into this reading, I was feeling really frustrated. I was feeling totally upset because I noticed somebody close to the collective. I know that this is somebody right here with it. And that you would be horrified to learn who it is. Let me just backtrack for a second. Because I feel like I said this, but I want to make sure that I'm clear about it. Collective, you will 100% know, you will become aware of who this person is as soon as you recognize that there is something off. It's going to be hellified apparent. And you know what, looking at this 10 of Pentacles, oh my gosh, collective, looking at this 10 of Pentacles in reverse with this King of Pentacles. Okay, let me show y'all what I'm looking at. Okay, bam, here we go, bitch. Look at how this King of Pentacles is looking at this 10 of Pentacles in reverse, baby. Okay, that's what we're looking at the first time around. Then look how the 9 of Swords, the points of the sword is pointing to the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Baby, when I say these people are trying to harvest your energy, when they're trying to come for your abundance, when they're trying to knock off every single thing that you got going on so that you can divert your attention back to whatever wickedness they got going on in they Facebook chat, they WhatsApp chat, whatever chat they got going on. You need to chat to God. That's what they actually need to do. But this King of Pentacles, this person that's like the overseer of the hate train against you, collective, oh, this person want to come for your abundance 1,000%. But here's the thing. They are completely empty vessels. There is no good spirit behind them at all. Woo-wee. This King of Pentacles energy is so confused about who they are. Let me tell you something, that confusion about who they are as themselves, that confusion continues to drive their rage and their fury and their vocab, their speech towards you. There's something else coming up with this speech stuff. It might pop up later. Baby, this is spiritual warfare at your front door. This is spiritual warfare at your front door. And just what you need, right? Just what you need. Some confused fools who don't know how to ask God for help, who mad that you in alignment with what your goals and purpose of. They mad that God has set you on a divine path. They want to follow you so bad, they don't even know that they can talk to God themselves. Tap in. They just mad at you, collective. Tap in. I'm talking about they just over here, well, how do I get what they got? How do I get what you got? Every time you post something on your Facebook page, every time you post something on Instagram, it could be a little something. Sure, you could just be celebrating that you made it through the week. You know, you at your little restaurant or you know, in the car, you like, hey, y'all, got my Wendy's bag as my week celebration. I mean, it could be something that's so basic to you. They in the group chat screenshot what you got going on, talking about, oh, look at her with her Wendy's. Like, yeah, look at me with my nugget bag, bitch. Okay? I've been up in the gym working on my fitness all week. You see it? You see it? I'm treating myself. But to them, baby, oh, no, you can't celebrate nothing. This is not a reward. They don't see none of that. It's only because they see, oh, well, how you keep a good figure like that? How you able to afford Wendy's? You don't work no real good job, do you? It was just a week ago you ain't had all that money. I'm telling you, like, these hoes be making up anything in their mind. The more I think about this situation, y'all, the more I'm just like, y'all, you know, y'all could have kept this conversation hidden. Because y'all pitiful. These demons are pitiful. And you know what's even crazier, y'all? They actually feel like, I'm telling you, this wild. They actually feel like they have power over you in them group chats, in them back chats. They feel like that what they saying, 9 of Wands, ooh, baby, it's coming in hot. They actually feel like what they saying against you in them group chats give them a sense of control over what you got going on. Ooh, we collective. Let's see what else is going on with this demon energy. Yeah, no, we got to dig into them. We got to talk about them a little bit more. Let's clarify this devil energy before we go any deeper, baby. What's this? The Knight of Books and the 10 of Pentacles coming out again. Yes, they want to know what it is. Listen, they want to know what it is about you, collective, that keeps you blessed and highly favored. You know what's crazy about this collective? Wait a minute now, because I'm telling you right now, you know what? Don't ever underestimate people's perception of you. Even in their energy of fury, hate, rage, anger, even in the midst of all that, collective, do not underestimate people's perception of you. They gotta hate you for a reason. They gotta dislike you for a reason, okay? Listen, I feel you, Travis. It's like these people, hey, Glowy, I see you. It's almost like they want to put out a mathematical equation that you somehow cheated your way to being blessed. Tap in that you somehow cheated your way to being favored. But all of that is just their guilt and truth and understanding that you put in the hard work. They over here trying to game a system. They over here trying to work with the dark forces. They over here in a group chat harvesting and blowing up each other's energy, okay, off of a scale of hate. Think about that. They are masking their hate. They are masking the truth of themselves, that they are truly the henchmen in their own demise. And because you refuse to join them in that mindset, you became public enemy number one to them. Imagine that, collective. Hi, Mrs. Wyatt. Imagine that, collective. You becoming, what one to flip out here? King of books. So we got the Knight of Books and we got the King of Books. I'm telling you, collective, this is somebody. This is somebody. Ooh, collective. Okay, are y'all tapped in with me? Type of 3 in the chat is okay if I take a sip of my water. This is a team. This 2 people. I said it's a group chat. I meant what I said. I meant what I said. And these 2 people are absolutely recruiting. I said this is somebody close to you. Thank you guys for the 3 in the chat. This is somebody close to you, collective, but also the person that is close to you. Like I said, it's a cousin, it's a young aunt, a young uncle, something like that. But it's also collective. Ooh, tap in. Is also somebody older than them. When I said this is family related, I meant what the freak I said. That's exactly what this is. So you got like maybe a mother-daughter team. So like your cousin and your aunt, or you got like your cousin and your uncle. You got like maybe a mom and grandmom. Maybe some of you are thinking about reconnecting with family. For some reason, what's that 23andMe came up for me. Literally just 23andMe just popped up in my head, or one of them ancestral, hey LJ, one of them ancestral, hey King, just popped up in my head. And you over here thinking that you making a deep connection. Whoa, that was an orb that I just saw on my wall. I'm gonna take it as a sign, like something like that, where you think you connecting with people that love you or that you connected with, and you trying to build your family tree. Meanwhile, these heifers hating this whole time. Yet, collective, I'm telling you, this is the fact that, my God, collective. The fact that I feel like you reached out on some level to these people thinking that you making a connection, okay? Hey Flower, making a connection with people that you're trying to build a legacy with, that you're trying to put the pieces together. I feel like that's why it's so horrifying, because you really trying to do the right thing. You know, let me finish the story, then I'm gonna go to okay? I'm not gonna forget it, okay? The fact that you tried your best, baby, to reach out to people so that your lineage just don't fall off a cliff, right? So that your name, your surname don't just get lost in the sauce. You out here tapping with people that you like really just trying to build with, not even want nothing from them. And somehow these people got because you just sharing your story, people think that you high and mighty. People think that you bougie. People think that you just you think that they think that you better than them. Like they got a preconceived notion that you just look down on people. But I said on the real, they look down on themselves. They are the henchmen in their own demise. So anything that shines a light on them being deceptive, being hateful, being angry, being violent, being misaligned, being just evil, anything, you included, that shine a light on their face in the dungeon, oh my gosh, now you the enemy. And for this pair, this lineage, right? This bloodline that decided to say, okay, let me speak nothing but ill over the collective, over you. By starting up a Facebook group, I want you to think how intentful this is. That's why I became on here frustrated, because my God, and this is horrifying. That's why I use that word in the beginning as well. This is disgusting, because I want you to think about what this group chat actually is doing. What it is doing is it is cultivating a unique space, a unique frequency to speak on you, to pour nastiness on you, to pour hate on you. Tap in. That is the purpose of this group chat. And because this is blood, because you have a connection to this lineage, you dealing with spiritual warfare in the bloodline. Oh, baby. I know I haven't touched on spiritual warfare with bloodlines with your family in a long time, collective, but I'm telling you right here, baby, this grand family, grandma, mom, daughter, whatever the heck it is, dad, son, what this is right here, that is lineage-based bullshit. They built a house of evilness, even within that group chat. And I'm going to tell you right now, my God, come tap in. Even in their own household, they don't speak about you out loud. In the household, all the energy is within this digital space that they made solely for you. Only for you. Baby, that is witchcraft. That is spell work. That is hate. That is evil. That is root work against you, collective. And that's why, it's easy to say, oh yeah, I'm just going, I'm going to forget about it. No, baby, I don't want you to forget about nothing. Because the devil is sneaky. The devil is needy. It feeds off of insecurities and disrespect and loopholes that might be going through your head. It feeds off of you having anxiety. It feeds off of you being hurt. I need you to go straight into your prayers, collective. I need you to go straight into your protective prayers, collective. It's all hands on deck. And it's different. It's different. Hey, plug, it's different because we're talking about bloodline. That's different. That's why I was frustrated. Take this how it resonates, collective. That's why I was frustrated. And I'm telling you right now, collective, when you figure out who it is, when you figure out where the journey has taken them, when you figure out And I think I told you earlier, but let me just reiterate, collective, tap in. You're going to find out because somebody in the group chat, they going to be texting the group chat and you at the same time, doing recon work. Y'all, this ain't fun. How many people in the chat right now can find a space to resonate with anything that I'm saying right now? These hoes do recon work. So they got somebody in the group chat that's texting you, trying to figure out what's going on. They screenshot and they putting it back into the group chat, and the group chat saying what they got to say. Then they coming back to you, asking you follow-up questions. They want to see what you going to say to the follow-up question, collective. They are actively using you to speak against you, like you don't even know that you engaging with the enemy right now. You don't even know that you're engaging with the enemy right now. And what is being hidden, what's going to come up for you in this very moment, collective, is this person going to accidentally screenshot, put the screenshot in your text messages back and forth, collective. My God, baby. Put the screenshot and then say what they really think about you and send it right to you. Looking at this, woo, look at the 5 of beakers. They done broke the whole formula on themselves. They done burned themselves. Woo, baby. They over here looking at their phone like, no, now they fucking melting, baby. Oh, they don't know what to do. 1 minute, they having a good time. They talking about straight, they trash and dogging the F out of you. And boop, got the slip up. Boom. Now they thought they done dropped their phone. It's on some slow-mo like, they over here like, all types of shit playing in their head. They done messed up. Who collected? How you gonna react? I'm gonna heart the picture. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna heart it and leave it on red. You go explain to the group what just happened. Listen, you go explain what just happened. You go tell him that you was so messy that you didn't know how to control yourself. You was being a bad recon worker. You done failed the test. Done exposed the whole group chat. And this collective, this is where I know for a fact, collective, once you find this out, this is where the real work. This is how you know you healing. This is how you know you growing. Because you gonna heart that cop, boom. You ain't even gonna block nobody. You ain't gonna block nobody. Baby. Nope. For what? Let them panic. Somebody gonna come and test the waters in a moment. People don't think they burned all the way. People will separate their minds from the hate and evil that they do. Tap in. We see it over and over again. People will look you dead in your face and act like they ain't just do evil a second ago. Collective, when you find this out, baby, it's okay to be hurt. It's okay to be angry. It's okay to be pissed off. It's okay to start thinking about all the things that you have shared with these people, the moments that you were vulnerable. It's okay to do art. I will never, ever tell you that you have to ignore those raw emotions that come up for you, collective. Never will I tell you that, ever. You get to process those emotions. You get to sit back and be like, and take days, weeks to unpack what just happened. You get to do that. And if anybody tell you different, you need to tell them to kiss your behind. But slowly but surely, I just saw it. It's going to be a release. Ooh, tap in, collective. Ooh, collective. That's a word right there. It's going to be a big release. Something that you tried to put together on a familial level. Something you tried to save. Something you wanted to create. So that your bloodline, your lineage could be connected in some way, shape, or form. And baby, come to find out they was casting spells against you the whole time. Some of y'all felt it and just didn't acknowledge it because you was right here with your goals. That's why I said for 1 second, remove that blinder. Take a peek of what's happening over there. Listen to that intuition. Go into that direction so that you can hear what's being spoken to you through the Holy Spirit. You know that something ain't right. Knowing that there's demonic chatter happening about you right in your spiritual bloodline backyard. Oh boy. What else is going on here? I told y'all, I said I was frustrated at the very beginning. I told you I was frustrated at the very beginning. I came in and I said, collective, I'm frustrated. I can't really, we're going to unpack why. We're going to talk about why. And it truly is because, collective, I know. Here's the thing. I was going to save this for another conversation, but I'm going to say it right now. Collective, we got to really hone down on. And I know y'all about to be like, Cass, I had to learn it for myself, okay? I know y'all about to tell me. But we really got to learn, and we got to do better at teaching the other gifted, chosen, anointed, divine feminine, divine masculine. We got to do a better job at alerting them to this. But we got to be better at knowing the difference between doing the work for somebody else and using our healing abilities to give them the tools to do it on their own. We really got to know the difference. And it's a fine line. Coco, stop. We really got to know the difference between using our healing powers to give people the tools or to teach people that they already have the tools to help themselves and the difference between doing the work for them. People don't get to spiritually bypass by using you. Tap in. And we know, collective, right? It's the emotional intelligence, it's the spiritual intelligence, and it's know when we are being used. And collective, I know for a fact that when it comes to family, a lot of times we jump into these modes where it's easier for our brains to be like, okay, if I help my family, I'ma still have a family. But if I don't, it's a possibility that I won't. I need you to understand, collective, a lot of people in the collective are still in that mindset, and we don't judge them. We don't make fun of them. I just want you to understand that if you are not there, if you've moved on and you've gone through your journey to be like, shit, I don't care about no damn family. I can build my own family. I don't care. If you made it there, that's great. But this has to resonate with people who are really on some like, yo, this is what I know. This is what I've been connected to this whole time. And to completely detach from What I know is a journey that takes steps in time and recognition. That's a part of what's hidden for people as well. This is not just what's hidden, what people are hiding from you, is what you could be hiding from yourself as well, collective. Oh, tap in. We can point out the spiritual warfare that people are doing to you. We could talk about the chat boxes that people got, what people are wishing against you. But baby, when we turn around and we look at what we're planting within ourselves, and we talk about those unhealthy attachments and what it takes to detach, because the other side seems scary and lonely, we got to give that grace as well. Everybody in the collective ain't on the same page. Everybody in the collective ain't on the same, on the same way. So I just want you to be mindful. And the reason why that's coming up for me, collective, is because I know for a fact that many of you watching this are still dealing with this is my family. It's all I had. It's all I know. And still trying to come to an understanding that it's a real possibility that you might not have them once you go through this awakening. Once you recognize that what's really being hidden from you is your ability to thrive without them. Baby. Collective. Hi, Kashmir. Collective. That is deeper spiritual work that some people don't ever think about. But baby, the collective gonna help you ride that wave once you get there. Because everybody that's in this chat, everybody that's gonna watch this video later on, everybody that's come to the realization that the only reason that the term blood is thicker than water even resonates with people is because that's all they ever had. No matter how nasty they've treated you. You know what else is thicker than water? Mucus, baby. Okay. Green mucus, which means there's a virus happening inside of your throat and your lungs and your chest where you can't take a deep breath in and say, no, that's also thicker than water. I want you to recognize that people in your family, I want you to recognize that people who use that phrase against you, that have done you wrong, only use it to manipulate you into staying in their vicinity so that they can abuse you, baby. And that there are very little spaces where that phrase could be used and it's meant in its purest form. Period. Anything else I need to clarify before I go on to what's next? Eight of Pentacles. Yeah. Yup. And the Three of Torches, baby. Stay trying to find a path to get to you. Stay trying to find a way to unlock what your gifts are. Baby, your gifts are from God. I mean, if they want the gifts, look, Seven of Beakers with manipulation. I'm telling you, baby, these people out here wicked. They look like Mark Zuckerberg. Girl, when I said Facebook group, girl, hey, tell me this ain't Mark. Girl, don't try to listen. Mark Zuckerberg, okay, I said it's a resemblance, okay? I said it's a resemblance. I didn't say it was you, so don't be coming over here trying to sue me for paper I ain't got, baby, all right? But baby, when I said this, Mark Zuckerberg, this might be your cousin or somebody like that, I said it was a Facebook group. I said it's WhatsApp. A WhatsApp kept ringing, okay? Miss Kelly, why y'all laughing at me? I'm telling you, listen, Travis, don't be laughing at me. Y'all gonna get me sued over here, okay? And ain't none of y'all gonna contribute to the $9 billion he going to sue me for. Okay, talking about cash, I got 5 more than nah. My goodness, baby. Let's transition out of this, shall we? Okay, let's transition out of this. They do, Miss LJ. They do. Y'all, okay, thank you. Look, Travis said we're gonna be a character witness for you. Let's see. Ooh, 100. Ooh, it's some time happening here. Clarify, please. Clarify what this 100 means. The whole 100. Oh yeah, standing on truth, baby. Standing on truth. Integrity. Ooh, integral. Yeah, straight 100. And disintegrate. Yeah, all of this is disintegrated. We already know it has to disintegrate because, see, when they can no longer stand on what. When I decided, y'all, now let's see. Type a 2 in the chat if I can share this story, okay? Type a 2 in the chat. Now I'm not gonna say I'm not gonna say no names for real, but some of y'all might be keen enough to pick up on what I'm saying, okay? Miss Kelly said 2, so that means go for it. Before I started this channel, I had a consultation with a very big YouTuber on how to go about building this channel, right? I ain't listened to shit she had to say, but I did had a consultation, right? This YouTuber got over 1 million views, right? But very, very well known, okay? Very well known. And what she actually said is that, baby, don't nobody survive when they build a relationship off of beef. That's what she said. Nobody survives when they build a relationship off of beef. And that's one thing she ain't never lied about, okay? Baby. Looking at this word disintegrate and 100, this is telling me, collective, that the relationship that these two hating hoes in the front, they ain't even hiding in the back. They just straight front and center. Okay, baby. When I tell you this entire group is going to disintegrate because they built it off of beef, and it's going to be a lot of infighting with one another, this close relationship right here is going to blow up. It's going to blow up. And you going to, let me tell you something, baby, you got front row seats to it too. I want you, don't be ashamed to grab your popcorn when the show is going to happen anyway. Everything that happened behind them closed doors in that group chat is about to be, baby, they're going to be tagging your name. Okay, somebody in this group going to be tagging your name on Facebook, giving you all the receipts on what's being said. Now, at this point in time, girl, you can start blocking these hoes, okay? Anybody got time for that? But, baby, they going to start ratting each other out. They going to start going live on Facebook. They going to say, girl, be right there. Yup, knew it. Now don't stay there too long because you can't take all the evilness. But what I am saying, collective, is that this entire display of just nasty corruption is going to be front and center for you to watch. You a bigger person if you don't. Now I ain't gonna say I'm going to peek every once in a while. But what I am saying is that I might know what's going on. Okay, tap in. Hey, one. So yes, seeing that this is going to 100% disintegrate, but you 100% keep your integrity. You 100%. Whoo, my goodness, just came through. Something about this integrity is going to take you to the next level. I think there's going to be a lot of people who watch this implosion happen from this cluster cluck of cluckery. There's going to be some bird brains exposing themselves this time around. And you know what else? When things start going live like this and everybody who was working against you behind the scenes start popping out and showing themselves, collective, baby, I'm gonna tell you right now, it's gonna be a lot more people who you thought was your friend that you find out was working against you, baby. Woo, we collective. Yup, past tense, underwater, submarine. Yeah, they gone. They gone, baby. They gone. They under the water. Subtracting themselves from the conversation, subtracting themselves from everything. They actually have nothing. Whitney Houston is coming in I have nothing. They're going to be singing that tune. They're going to be singing that tune. And they're going to say, don't make me close one more door. As soon as you hear, don't close the door on them. Tell them they ain't got to wait. You ain't got to close nothing. Let me do it for you, baby. Tap in. Okay? Long live Whitney's voice. Woo, as soon as I said that, look, live. Woo-wee. Live, alive. I'm telling you, baby. Oh, all the information going to be exposed. All the information going to be exposed. You're going to see the trajectory happen as soon as it starts. You're going to know exactly where it's going. Yup. And somebody, baby, somebody. Collective. Now I'm going to say this. Take it how it resonates. Collective, there's going to be somebody that pops their head out in this entire situation that's going to read them for filth. Not just on your behalf, but on everybody's behalf. There's going to be someone who has the time, who has the patience, who has the energy, okay? Who will be set forth to conquer. There's going to be somebody that's going to watch the whole situation go down. They're not going to like the way you were treated. They're not going to like this behavior going on. And they're going to open up their mouth and they're going to read this whole entire situation fulfilled. You talk about freaking shame the devil. Oh, baby. This person coming in with pure intention of just setting the record straight, baby. I'm telling you right now, collective, I'm telling you right now. Ooh-wee. Okay, I see. I'm telling you right now, collective. One. What's this for? What's this for? One, let me know. Put me on. If you can't tell me in the chat, girl, email me, okay? I want to know. See, now I'm being nosy. I'm telling you, collective, you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to you don't have to do none of that. You don't do none of that. Collective, this person will open up their mouth and they gonna let them know all of y'all trash. I don't care who, what, where. I don't care which one of y'all said what. I don't care who took the screenshot. All of y'all ain't shit. Oh my gosh. Y'all, and listen, you're gonna see it. If you don't see nothing else, you're going to see that part, collective. And I love that for you. I love that for you. Because there was a time, and I say this from time to time, collective, and I just want to remind you because I know it's a frustrating process. But when people do you wrong, collective, you don't always get to see the part where they are being punished for what they did to you. You don't often see the karma that they face when they do something so wrong to you. You don't get to see that justice all the time because sometimes that justice is truly between what God places in front of them and them. And I know, and I've said this before, that's a hard pill to swallow. It really is. Because you want to see that they are brought down to their knees because of what they did to you. I know you want to see that because it's going to give you a satisfaction. You ain't always going to see that, but you're going to see this. Oh, no, you're going to see this, collective. Woo, baby. I don't know if I said hi to you. Hi, Rainbow. You're going to see this. You're going to see this big time. And that's a sacred message. My God, let that sink in, baby. And you know, I'm so happy for you, collective. I just want to say this. I'm so happy for you. You said, I see it, Cass. I can see it on their face. Listen, I can see it too. It's like, it's so clear for the collective. That's why I said, no, we're going to really talk about how it was only hidden because your attention wasn't to it. Once your attention turned to just that one point of reference, everything else started unfolding. Everything else started to, it was like pulling, what they say, pulling the thread, and everything else unraveled. Tap in. And you didn't have to say nothing. That's actually another part of the collective. You didn't have to say anything. They exposed themselves. They exposed themselves thinking that because you were vulnerable, that made you weak. Isn't that interesting? That when you give yourself wholeheartedly, not wanting anything in return, but wanting the next person to win. Oh boy. People think that's weak. People think that's weak. And I'm telling you right now, collective, it takes a lot of strength to be vulnerable, especially after you've been hurt multiple times before. You still give a darn so much about the people that's in your life that you're willing to take a chance on somebody who say they ain't got it, on somebody who say they need help, on somebody who really is like telling you that they need it. You still willing to take a chance. Yet again, here you get burned. Yet again, you being called weak. Yet again, your good deeds is being thrown in front of your face. Yet again, not even to say, hey, like, I appreciate you. And I was having this conversation with my husband a while ago, collective. Type of 2 in the chat if I can share this story with y'all. I was having a conversation with my husband not too long ago. And he was asking me, he was like, how do you decide who to give to at this point in time? And I said, I've been burned so many times. I don't even know. I got to be moved by the Holy Spirit for real. And at the end of the day, unless I'm giving a super large sum of money, my repayment is to pay it forward. I don't want nothing else. Pay it forward. Because there are some things in this life I could never repay people who stepped up and created a bridge for me to get to the next level. You know what I mean? And there are bridges that you built for people that if they planted $1 million at your feet, it still wouldn't be able to repay you back. Now, I ain't saying don't take $1 million. What I am saying is that there are just some things that you do from just literally your spirit that all you could do is say, pay it forward, right? So he was just like, how do you determine that, baby? Whew. Baby. It's a conversation between me and the Holy Spirit. And so when I think about the times where I've helped people and they've gone on full-blown attacks against me, where they really set out to hurt me, to harm me, to lie against me, to try to make me look bad, to try to make it seem like I'm not who I am, collective, that's how they choose to pay it forward. That's the seed that they sow against you, collective. That's the seed, that's the harvest that they are going to have to deal with. Because if you're paying it forward, if they're supposed to pay it forward, then why would it come back to you? It's supposed to go forward. So they implanting in somebody else nothing but hate. And they think God don't notice that? Ooh, baby. Yeah. Yeah. And you know what, Miss LJ, sometimes it's not even about forgiving yourself because you ain't do nothing wrong. Unless you explicitly went against the Holy Spirit and God was like, no, I don't do it. And you did it anyway. Now listen, that's a conversation you got to have. But when you just doing it purely from a place of just love, because you understand the mission, they don't want to pay it back. If they don't want to pay it forward, excuse me, not pay it back. They don't want to pay it forward. That's something that they're going to have to deal with. My goodness, collective. Whew. I'm feeling really good now. I no longer feel as frustrated as I did when I started this conversation. You want to know why? Because we unpacked what it is that was going on. And we know the type of behavior that's being placed in front of us, collective. So I'm about to close out this message, and this might be this might be more channeled than anything else, collective. But let's roll with it. Coco, ain't nobody talking to you. Okay, not yet. We're gonna go outside after this. Okay, we're gonna go to the beach. We're gonna go to the doggy beach. Okay, because that seems like fun. Now, y'all, I tell Coco we're gonna go to the doggy beach almost every day. And when I'm driving home, I'm like, girl, I'm going to bed. But today, I'm saying I was gonna finish early enough so I came 1 hour earlier, and we're gonna go to the doggy beach, y'all. So let me close out this message. Oh my gosh, collective, this was a really, really good message. It's a message of discernment. It's a message of love. It's a message of understanding that no matter how good you live your life, about how much you put out there are people who are simply just not going to understand that what you have is literally by the grace of God. People will not understand that. People will believe that you have to scheme and scam and lie to get the blessings that you have. And you know, one of the things I like about like online is I get to see people talk about their blessings. Like for instance, it was this gentleman who got an apartment, but he didn't have no furniture. So he talked about him getting an apartment first. He was sleeping on the floor, y'all. And then he finally got a mattress and like a little dresser drawer, a little plastic dresser drawer to put his underclothes in. And he posted a picture online and was like, y'all, I finally got some furniture. Y'all, I'm about to cry just thinking about it. And I was expecting to go into them comments and see people like just hate on this man. But my God, the community came through and was just bigging him up, saying, congratulations, this is beautiful. Like, maybe turn your bed this way so it's feng shui and your feet ain't hanging towards the window. Like, it was just so beautiful to see, right? Now, of course, you had some hating holes in the comments, but for the most part, the comment section was absolutely beautiful. And I want you to think, collective, I want you to think that even when you thought you was at your worst, baby, people looked at you like you was on cloud 9. Even when you was just struggling to make it, people was like, you got it, you got it, $1,000 million. You can do it. You can give me whatever I'm asking for. People was looking at you. As I said, the perception that people have of you, you'd be surprised. Here you are thinking that you, the worst of the worst, you struggling so hard. And people looking at you like, you got it. You got everything. It's because, baby, it is in you. It ain't got nothing to do with what you got on the outside. It is in you. Hold on, y'all. Hello? Oh, hi, Toyota. Toyota, can I please give you a call back? I am literally in the middle of wrapping up a conversation. Okay, thank you. Okay, I thought that had something to do with my husband. Okay, it did not. It was Toyota. Okay. Girl, before I get back on people thinking that you have everything in the world, let me tell y'all something. If y'all don't want big truck problems, don't get a big truck, okay? And what by that I mean an oil change for my darn, y'all. I should have just got a Benz. Okay? I have a Sequoia, okay? I love my truck. Me and that truck, we bought a bitch. Beforehand, I had a monster truck, okay? I had a like on monster wheels, bitch. I was woo. Listen, go boom boom over sidewalks, okay? Oh, it's a little block in the middle of the highway. Over it. I gotta go the opposite direction. I was a minute on the street, okay? Girl, I should have kept the monster truck, okay? Because the highest thing on that was the gas. This Sequoia, oh baby, that's next level. But anyway, let me get back to when we ain't have nothing, okay? Listen, Travis, that Forerunner, something different. But back to my message, okay? I'm sorry about that, y'all. I really thought it was about my husband. It's the only reason why I answered. But people really be thinking, you thinking that you at your worst, and people thinking that you got it made, baby. And let me tell you something, you do, because it's in you, not on you. You do got it made, collective, because it's in you, not on you. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't strive for better. You shouldn't ask for more, that you shouldn't accept your blessings. I'm not saying any of that, collective. What I am saying is that at any given time, when you think you like down and out, it's people looking at you trying to get what you got. You could be in a 1-bedroom shack. Okay, you could be in a 1-bedroom shack eating ramen noodles for the next week because you just got out of some hardcore situations. And people gonna be like, she got gas in her house to cook. Like, you be like, what? Barely, okay? Barely. Like the young man, like the example I gave you, the young man had an apartment sleeping on the floor. Think about what sleeping on the floor like that on hard floor does to the body. Not on blankets, okay? Not on an air mattress, just straight on a hard floor. Think about what that do to the body, to the psyche. And the fact that this young man was proud enough to post his mattress and his plastic drawer and said, look, y'all, I got something. I'm no longer sleeping on the floor. A whole bunch of the collective, a bunch of us went into that chat and loved on that young man. I really need you to take this in, collective. Take this in. This wraps it back up to high earth. It goes back to how being vulnerable, even when there's wickedness out there, can still allow you to find your community. And you know we are big on community right here in the collective. Don't ever let that get away from you. Yes, collective, you might be out there in the world by yourself right now, but it ain't never going to be a time where you come into this chat room and not get loved on. It's never going to be a time where you throw heart emojis in my comment section and I don't throw them right back. Sometimes, y'all, I'll be tired and I'll be like, look at my homie throwing in some hearts. Heart back. Hit the send button, girl, I'll be asleep. Wake up 35, 40 minutes later, see another. Oh, somebody else just showed me love. That's my way of pouring back. Collective. Being vulnerable, thank you, Miss LJ, is beautiful. Just got to know when to be vulnerable. And what you go through with your family, it teaches you straight up. Miss Glow, why you laughing at me? Okay? Glow, why you laughing at me? That'd be me for real. I'm such an old lady, y'all. But y'all, the fact is that, baby, don't ever underestimate what it means to have a community that can show up for you when it's time for you to be proud of you, when it's time for you to get your 10s across the board. We need somebody to clap for you, just to say, I love you. Collective. When you go through spiritual warfare like this, you can go at it alone. You can heal alone. But baby, if you feel like you just need to be with a community, go ahead on and drop in this comment section. I didn't even ask you to subscribe. Just saying to drop some hearts in this comment section to be like, hey, I just want to get some hearts back. You got it. Now, with that being said, look, and loneliness. I know some of y'all needed that message. Loneliness, straight at the bottom. I know some of y'all needed that message. If you just want to throw some heart emojis in my email, be like, girl, I can't throw them in the chat right now. I'm gonna throw them in the email because I don't want to show that part of me yet. Girl, throw them in I don't care. Like, girl, what the heck is the point of building a community when you can't take advantage of the community when you need it? And I know somebody needed that message because I'm looking at solitude, feeling detached, feeling neglected, feeling disconnected, especially after going through it with your family the way that you did, especially after finding out that people who you were trying to connect to was really on the verge of just damn near sacrificing you, okay? They back there doing spells on you and all this nonsense. Whoo-wee, my goodness, collective. I'm so glad that this information was revealed to you. Because when I came in here frustrated, I said that you were going to be horrified. So you're going to be horrified at what you found out. And that's why I gave you that, or just not gave you, I made you aware. I wanted to make you more aware, collective, that this part of finding out that people that you love don't love you back, you are allowed to grieve. You are allowed to take that in, and you are allowed to dispose of it as you see fit. You are also allowed to heal through that and come out of it stronger, better, more aware, and still on your divine path and purpose. Tap in. But I know that some of you needed to hear that you are not alone in this, and you are not. Hi, Brittany. So, hey, listen, throw them up in the comment section and you got it. You got it. Look, yep, a lot of y'all, listen, a lot of that stress is starting to come off of you. Collective. I know that when you in the moment, especially when you find out that people been hating on you this whole time, it is stressful. The fact that stressful is underneath past tense and under lets me know that you are no longer allowing this type of agitation to take over your life. This is but a moment and it will pass. It's gotta pass. And part of this, and part of your healing on this collective, now listen, take it how it resonates. A part of this is watching the drama go down. I mean, that's all I'm saying. Yeah, don't let that panic set in. Don't let that angst set in. Don't let that tension get a hold of you and your chest is tight and now you feel like you got to fight everybody. You ain't got to fight none of these fools. You don't got to argue with none of these fools. You let them argue amongst themselves. You stay rooted in prayer and you stay rooted in the fact that God is above all else. Tap in. Seeing big Taurus energy show up. What's coming up? Yup. Protection. Warding off spirits. Understanding when somebody's coming at you in disguise. Yup. Woo-wee. Mysterious. An adventure. Yeah, there's a lot of you might be going into an unknown path at this point in your life. Collective, embrace it. Embrace that unknown path. And I love this for you, collective. Y'all know, y'all, I am queen of starting over again. My husband be amazed. I'm telling you, I'm the queen of starting over again. Girl, I will leave the country. I will live in another country. Okay. I will freaking go into another state. I will start over again in a heartbeat. If I need a reset, I'm gonna reset hard. And I am one of those people who be like, all right, everything done. Shut it down, close off, don't care, don't want them clothes, don't want this, don't want that. I will move until my husband was like, when my husband heard, listened, learned my life story, he was like, so you just be like, I'm gone. That's me though. That's me though. My husband not that type of person. My husband more like, okay, let's plan what we gotta plan. Let's plan what we need to plan, and then we'll move that way. Me, I'm like, girl, I plan as I go along. Okay, I listen. Okay, God got my back. I already know how to move like this. Okay, tap in. I already seen the vision. Already had a dream about it 10 years ago. Now it's coming to fruition. I didn't know what it meant then. I know what it means now. God already be moving with it. Okay, collective. My husband be like, girl, slow down. Collective, what I'm saying to you is that whatever your balance is to start over or reset, take it. You don't have to be like me and be like, girl, I'm packing up, I'm leaving the country, I'm gonna find my way across the Phong Nha River, okay, in Vietnam. You ain't gotta be like that, okay? You don't have to be like my husband who's like, girl, let's plan it out, because you will plan yourself into analysis paralysis. And I don't like that either. Sometimes you got to take a chance on yourself. Sometimes you truly got to take a chance on yourself. You got to believe in yourself. You got to believe that God is truly directing this show, and that God is not going to let anything bad happen to you, collective. Tap in. Whew. My goodness. An adventure awaits for you, collective, but you got to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone where you see fit. If you want a journey right now that makes you got to be here with it, stay on that journey. But just know that if things are operating in the shadows, you don't be blind to that. You don't let them shadows operate and call upon your energy, and you don't meet it at the front door. Reputation is the word that I use. You stay in your prayers. You stay talking to God. These evil energies don't get to move amongst you in disrespect. They don't get to do that. And you don't have to live your life like that. You are not bound to anybody's guidelines to this life except for God's. Period. And I know even that statement feels tight, because see, I'm gonna call you out, collective, whether you listen to this message now or later. Some of y'all are angry at God. Some of y'all are questioning whether or not God exists. Ooh. Some of y'all are really trying to figure out where you belong in this life. I can't answer that for you, baby. In my journey to God, away from God, back to God, through God, under God, indivisible, under God, all that, my journey is mine. I can only speak to the truth that I found out along the way and speak power into it. And if you are somebody who is still a seeker, there's nothing wrong with seeking. You're seeking the truth. You're not operating in a lie. You're not hurting anybody along the way. So don't let nobody shame you for what you do or do not believe in, or shame you for having some friction with your belief. As long as you operate in a seeker's mindset and love, and your goal is to find the truth, you are walking on a divine path that nobody could ever tap into. Point blank, the F period. Tap in. Before I get up out of here, collective, I just want to say this real quick, okay? Don't forget to share this video. I know it's the end of the video. I should have said at the beginning, my bad. Travis, we letting y'all know in the comment section. But listen, don't forget to share this video. Share it with yourself. Share it on Facebook. Share it on Facebook. Listen. You already know these yo hating family members share this message in the back check. They know I'm talking about them, but that's okay. Let them share. We rebuke them right now. Listen, you got to share it on Facebook. Share it with yourself on Instagram, or in your email address, or in your text message. Share it, because it lets YouTube know, like, hey, she over here talking about something that people like, and they want the world to know what she's talking about. If you find it in your soul to hit the like button, please hit the like button. Okay. And if this message resonated with you and you are not yet sub, girl, get sub. I see, looking at the oh, let me take a picture of this, y'all. Looking at the poll, 34 votes, 59% of you subbed, 3% video was shared, 24% girl, I'm doom scrolling. Shout out to my doom scroll. I'm glad you found me. And then 15% other, please comment in chat. I'll never see nobody commenting in the chat, but you know what, baby? It's okay. Let me take a picture of this because this poll gets better and better every time, just like the collective does. Now, listen, the last thing I want to say, and I say it, I have to make it my business to say it to you every time. I love you. I love you, collective. Okay. And don't forget that no matter how you find out this information, how you go about healing, I want you to walk in your divine purpose and in your divine power with your crown on. I love you guys. I will see you around the community. Stay focused. Okay. Stay in your prayers. And I love you guys so much. Bye.